Good evening, everybody. Welcome on board. And this is for you, Virgo. Virgo in love. In the collective, this is a general reading, guys. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Beautiful. All right. So we'll check your energy for your love situation from the 15th of April until the end of April of 2021, guys. Okay. Now, um, Virgo. The first card out in the major arcana is the Judgment card for you, which is clearly talking about some kind of reconciliation in your love situation. Okay. Um, when you're looking back upon a present relationship that brings you the feelings of satisfaction, where you will realize or you want to realize that you have made the right decision in love, right? So, this assessment of your time in yourself, will strengthen a special bond. So, call it a second chance, call it a resurrection, call it a judgment call it a reconciliation, but it's definitely something that what I'm getting, guys, is that you want to feel happy in a situation where you want to be satisfied that you have made the correct choice or the correct decision in your life, right? That is more so what is coming out of this story here with the Judgment card. Now, the bottom is the Wheel of Fortune that clearly talks about a shift in your sphere of affections, right? So, this is a very positive card, guys, where Virgo in the collective, whoever I am tapping into or my spirit is tapping me into, you are going to enter an intensely happy phase in a relationship, with your work, family, finances that will take a turn for the better. Okay? So it's fated. Whatever you guys are looking into in this relationship, in your case, Virgo, to me it looks like it is a shift, of course, towards the better. So, whatever judgment, whatever decision, whatever reconciliation part of the story with your satisfaction in here should work out for you in the right possible way, because it will be your call is what I'm getting, Virgo, more than anybody else here. It will be your decision, your call, your judgment with regards to your love situation, right? So you will kind of make that happen in yourself, because the thing is with the Wheel of Fortune, guys, it's completely talking about a destiny part of the story, a new beginning to your destiny in your life, Virgo, right? So that clearly indicates that whatever judgment, whatever reconciliation, maybe you guys have not been able to reconcile before, Virgo, is what I'm getting, right? So whatever reconciliation that needs to happen will definitely happen, but it will also happen because you will take the judgment call and the decision to do it is more so what I'm getting, because you want, like I said, that feeling of satisfaction that you have done the right thing in this situation is very important in your case in here, Virgo. So judgment, decision, reconciliation, whatever that did not happen before is all changing. It's all coming up in here. Okay? So things are going to move in your love affair, guys. Wherever you guys have been stuck or have been sitting in, have been waiting for a long time. Maybe you have been thinking about it, but you still hadn't kind of been able to move. You hadn't been able to make that shift in your life for whatever rhyme or reason. You have got stuck, where you were not able to change your situation, or you were not able to change some kind of situation in your love life, Virgo. But like I said, you have been actually kind of thinking about it. You have been wanting to do that, maybe make that offer to somebody that you really love, right? But for whatever rhyme or reason, like I said, that sphere of change had not happened. And somewhere you guys had been stuck, or you had been stuck in yourself, Virgo, is also what I'm getting here. Okay. But now we are coming to the point, or whoever it is coming to the point of understanding that there had been a lot of deception in your case as well, Virgo, in your love situation, whereas or somebody knows that there has been a lot of deception, lies, where earlier it could be that somebody was not accepting responsibility of this relationship here, right? They were not being accountable for this relationship here. So that kind of situation will come to an end, Virgo, because something will move, something will change. Whether, like I said, whether in you or in somebody else, that particular phase is slowly moving out of your life, Virgo. Okay, but clearly, guys, this phase, this situation is moving. It's moving. Okay, it's like, again, as I said, the shift happens, but the shift doesn't happen in one day. The shift doesn't happen overnight. It's a matter of a little bit of a time for this whole energy to kind of settle down, is more so what I'm getting, guys. It's kind of settling down, right? So that is the time. That is the process. That is the time process. Okay. I'm going to use the same deck, but the bottom of the deck now is the Page of Swords, that clearly talks about some kind of message about communication as well, right? So somebody is over here wanting to communicate with you, or you're wanting to communicate with somebody about a situation in your life. It also could be that somebody knows the whole truth now, and somebody wants to openly talk about it. It also could be that somebody is waiting for the right timing. They could be looking at you. They could be actually kind of stalking you, spying you. It could be anything of that kind of a situation, right? But they are not letting you go, whoever it is, right? They are not letting you go, because you see clearly with the Knight of Cups in here, it is that offer that is in waiting for you, Virgo, or from, somebody who wants to come forward and give you that offer, right? Or you want to offer this cup of love to somebody you truly love, but then you have the Tower in the reverse. So this shift has not yet happened. This shift is yet to happen, but I'm going to clarify the cards before I move further or forward with the story here, guys. Okay, so just hang on with me. Why is the Knight of Cups here? But the Knight of Cups is clearly talking about a lot of sentiment that someone has in store in this love situation, right? Which probably they have not expressed. They have not shown, they have not acted on that, they have not expressed that situation, right? They could be afraid of something. Maybe they are afraid of a major shift in their life. They didn't want that, they were, whoever it is, was a little bit iffy about this whole situation, whole shift here. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? But the Knight of Cups is a person or an individual or the energy of somebody who really now wants and has been holding that cup for a long time. In your case, Virgo, for you, or you for somebody, right? So there is potentially a lot of love in this situation, clearly. Okay, and this love is something that you know or you don't know, or whoever it is, the other person knows or doesn't know, that is immaterial. But there is a lot of love towards this marriage or this commitment. Somebody wants to bring forward this commitment, closure, marriage in your case in here, Virgo. But it's like taking a decision here. Somebody is kind of halting a little bit to take a decision on this particular area because you have the Tower in the reverse in here, right? So clearly somebody is not moving right away. Somebody is not moving right away because it also feels like that someone here knows that if they move, there will be a lot of things that will be shaken up, right? Will be shaken up. So clearly somebody is waiting for things to settle down a little bit because you got the Two of Cups in the reverse, which is again talking about this situation of love has gone through a lot of problems, right? There has been a lot of false play, folly in the situation where the Tower has not yet happened, really, right? With the Ten of Wands in the reverse. And, somebody over here is very, very clearly very stressed about this situation that they really want to leave behind. With the Page of Swords again showing up, guys, which is talking about, like I said, which is talking about a message of communication that now has to happen. And someone over here knows about it, but they are kind of manifesting the whole situation here, taking their time, so they are not moving right away. You know what I mean? They are not moving like today or tomorrow or day after. They are kind of processing a little bit of a time here in themselves to understand the whole situation better, but they are also observing you or you observing somebody. Doesn't matter. There is some kind of observation, some kind of a delay here with this shift that is going on at this point in time. Because with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, it clearly talks about, like I said, it clearly talks about a lot of miscommunication that could have happened, a lot of lies, cheating, deceit could have happened here, where somebody has clearly not taken that initiative to work in the situation in the right way, has not been accountable for their actions with you or you with them, Virgo, where the Fool shows up, where it is time, somebody knows it is time, where, someone is taking a step back to figure out the exact way to move forward, is more so what I'm getting, right? So that is the reason why this delay is here, because it is clearly a little bit of a time-consuming process for the person in here as well. Because if you see here, you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy here, Virgo, which is clearly talking about your stability, whoever it is in your case. You could also be in contact with another earth sign, maybe, may not be, but it doesn't matter. But whoever is in the Queen of Pentacles energy is clearly a person, is an energy who has everything in their life. Okay, very nourishing, very caring, can manage every kind of situation, whether it's indoor and outdoor, very, very nice person, kind of an energy, right? And somebody who loves to nurture people, somebody who really loves to nurture people, take care of every kind of situation in their life. right? So clearly this energy shows up in here, which belongs to somebody in your situation in here, Virgo, in your situation here. Okay, where the Hermit, that is you clearly know about this. Whether it's you or somebody else, doesn't matter, right? And that is where there is a lot of deep internal soul searching that is going on with regards to this Queen of Pentacle energy with the Five of Swords in the reverse. Where somebody had been very, very, a lot of miscommunication has happened. A lot of things, a lot of mind games have been played here, where there had been an empty victory, right? And somebody is now clearly looking at the situation. They are letting it go. They are letting it go because they know whoever they are in touch with, this person is a wonderful person. And that is where this whole Hermit energy of understanding is coming into effect. Where the Five of Swords is in the reverse, that clearly talks about having some resentment for their past actions in here, which they want to clear, because the Wheel of Fortune here is in the reverse. So that reconciliation is waiting to happen. The reconciliation is waiting to happen because, like I said, somebody over here is clearly working on this energy where they are taking a minute to understand what has happened here and why it happened before they move into the place of being satisfied enough to reconcile with everything. But somebody over here is also waiting to bring back their strength in this situation, feel a lot more powered and empowered, because the King of Pentacles, this is another energy of an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Can be, may not be, doesn't matter. But this energy is in the reverse. So somebody over here doesn't have that power anymore, where the other person has a complete power, right? So there are two individuals here, one who has full power, right? One who has complete power, complete authority, and the other person doesn't have that. There is a total loss of power with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, right? And this is where the wheel has not yet turned, because they need to get back their strength before they can move forward in this relationship here. And that is where the Nine of Swords, this is where whoever the other person is, you or somebody, Virgo, is very, very worried. Is very, very worried because they know they have lost their power. They know, right? And the other person, in comparison, has a lot more power. That person isn't, and with that person, because see, the Queen of Pentacles is a feminine energy, but it can be masculine and feminine. So somebody clearly knows this story right from day one, is also what I'm getting. That the other person has complete power, complete control over their life. But something happened here where, like I said, somebody had been very, very, been playing kind of mind games, miscommunication, anything could have happened. Lot of deceit. They have been cheating, lying about situations, not being accountable for their own actions in this relationship. And that is where the Five of Swords is in the reverse with the Hermit, where it can be possible that even you, Virgo, know about it if it is your energy. Whereas the other person also knows about this, that somebody here knows the truth. And that is where that strength needs to come back, because the other energy is completely in the reverse. And they are very worried about this whole situation, because the Nine of Swords clearly talks about panic, anxiety, guilt, right? Lot of bad feelings towards the situation with the moon and the sun. Yeah, there is a connection. There is a lot of spiritual connection here, guys. And this is where somebody is, it could be a twin flame kind of an energy that is, or a soulmate twin flame kind of an energy where it is giving somebody a very hard time because clearly somebody has lost their complete power over the other person in this love situation, is what I would like to say here. And they're feeling very worried because they have woken up to the fact that this connection, whoever it is, my spirit is making me tap into, is a soulmate twin flame kind of connection here, guys. But this connection has been suffering because the other person, because whoever it is, somebody over here has done things very wrong. Period. Right? Because you got the Eight of Cups. So it is clear that, a situation of the past they want to leave behind with the Seven of Cups, but they don't know how. They don't know how. They're getting stuck. They want to move forward. Okay, with the Eight of Cups, they want to leave the past behind. They want to move forward. They want you to forgive them, or they want the other person to forgive them, or you to forgive somebody. And see the Two of Wands in the reverse, but they are not getting a way out. There is a fear. There is a fear. There is a fear. And that is why there is procrastination here. Because of the loss of power. Because what I'm getting, guys, is that somebody here in this situation does not have sufficient money or power which they have drained in their life with regards to another situation, perhaps. And now they are feeling extremely guilty about the whole situation in this love story here. Okay, and that is why there is a lot of fear that they have to surrender. They have to tell the whole truth, and that is where they are procrastinating because they don't know if they can do this. Really. Seven of Cups. Can they come and tell you, whoever it is, or you to somebody, Virgo, that you know what, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough in my pocket, or I'm not going to be able to do things right. Nobody wants to tell the truth that way, right? And this is where the fear is. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. And that is why clearly this procrastination is going on, because of that loss of strength in somebody's life. Totally. And that is where they are trying to understand what is the middle ground here. How do they move forward? How do they move forward? Because the Four of Cups and the Five of Wands, there has been other people in this situation perhaps before, who had come into your life, or it is an internal battle that has completely drained this relationship here, where, it's a wake-up call for somebody to do things by right now, to get their things right in the rightful place. But there is a lot of fear in this movement because they don't know if they can kind of bring back that own temperance or the balance into this relationship again. Okay, and then you have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is being very restless here. Very, very restless about the whole situation because they don't know if they can change this whole story here. With the Four of Swords in the reverse, that clearly talks about being very, very restless because they don't know really that they hadn't seen. With the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, they know they haven't invested in this relationship in the rightful way before. That's one. Point two is there is whatever they have worked for before has gone down the drain. Right? There has been no success for their hard work. They haven't earned any rewards for whatever effort they might have put in here where they have completely lost their own power, whoever it is, right? And that is the reason why they're being extremely restless, where now they want to bring back their power in order to feel complete with the other person that they love. Yeah, to be on the same page. To be on the same page, yeah. See, Three of Pentacles. They want to expand. They want to move forward. They are working on that story because they are very, very desperate to get their things done, because whatever they had earlier done here has gone down the drain. Could be money, could be health, could be emotions, everything. And that's why this energy is in the reverse. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So they are starting again. They are starting again, and they are in despair to correct themselves as well as correct their own situation with you in this love story. What's the Seven of Pentacles in this reverse? Because this is a situation where things have gone completely haywire. And they are not being able to match the other person's strength or quality by any means. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And that's why they have to restart in order to expand, learn how to work with people, be compatible in their own life along with other people, where a teamwork is essential here, right, to settle things down. But they are, because everything, whatever has happened earlier, has completely destroyed them. King of Swords, yeah, and that is what they are working on. That is what, they can't get this out of their mind, whoever it is. That is what they are working on. They are changing their thought pattern. They are learning to believe that everything can be reconciled, can come back to life again. But there is a lot of hard work that somebody needs to put in here, and that is the reason they probably have not been communicating the truth as well. That they have no power, they have lost their entire power in their life. And that's why they are not being able to meet the other person who is in her complete power as the Queen of Pentacles. Let's look at the Strength card, because this is where the strength or the power is not there with somebody here. And that is where probably they are not being able to sleep in the night, because they are constantly thinking about this connection, which they know is a beautiful spiritual connection that they have messed up. See? The Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Somebody could not move forward towards their empowerment. Somebody clearly had no drive to move forward in the story in the rightful way with regards to their own situation. That's why they have probably been acting weird in this love situation as well, right? Which is where Judgment is coming, where it's time for this reconciliation to happen, and somebody over here has to come forward and tell the whole truth, with the King of Swords, who is clearly thinking about the whole situation. Let's see what the King of Swords has to say here. The truth has to be told, but they are afraid. That's what they are afraid, because there is a Five of Wands that has already happened before, where there is a wake-up call to get things done by right now. But again, like I said, they're scared. They're scared to move forward because they don't know what the other person is going to tell them once they know the truth. And that is where they are they're very restless. They're very restless, whoever it is in this situation here. extremely restless. But let's look at the King of Swords. So this advice could be even from an outside energy here, who possibly is a lawyer, a judge, a tax accountant, anybody of that kind, who is very clear with their mindset here. Okay, who probably could be coming in as a part of the situation for a good advice here, or it could be one of you guys, Virgo, either you or somebody in your life who is getting into this King of Energies kind of a situation with the Three of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Pentacles, where it's time for them to do a lot of self-healing as well. Lot of self-healing is required in this situation for somebody to move forward towards this story in the right way. Because they have been stuck in a lot of grief. It could be a third-party situation too, for some of you. It also could be a third-party situation, which is where clearly they are trying to understand how they can work on this, in order to completely restart the whole story again from the scratch kind of a thing. Right? So there is a lot of work that is being put in this reading by somebody who now wants to clearly work in the right way. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles here. It is a time for somebody to bring back the happiness in this relationship, to bring back that love, to bring back the warmth in this relationship, which is what, see, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the Lovers. Yeah, there is a change. This is where this whole situation is going through a change, where somebody is clearly working to bring back that reconciliation in this love situation with the Six of Swords, where they want to communicate. There has been far or distant communication, or somebody is moving out of a situation towards a different area in their life. Could be towards a new home, a new job, or some of you guys could be even recovering from some kind of illness in your life. Whatever that situation is definitely moving towards the next part. But, because clearly it looks to me over here, as I read out the cards in front of you, Virgo, that somebody is definitely putting in a lot of work to make things right in your love relationship. Okay, so the process is on, guys. This Judgment is coming in here. There is a new reconciliation that is going to happen in your love situation. But like I said, it's going to be a minute before the whole thing changes for your benefit as well in here. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys. Until we see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.